Hi everyone, it's Uma from Leadershipevolves.blog. I have a question for all of you today. I'm going to give you a situation and I would love it if you guys would send your thoughts on the comment section so that everybody can read it and people can learn from each other. Say it's a meeting that you have with your team and you have come up with a great idea to monitor productivity, and you walk in and you talk about the fact that you have an idea that was given to you by another colleague in the industry that they're using to monitor productivity. At that point, do you sit back and ask your team what their opinion is, how they would like to implement it, what they think about it? Or would you prefer to talk about the idea, how you feel about it, and how you think it should be implemented, and that you would reconvene in a week to see how it worked out? Which style of leadership would you be taking? That's very important, because what I've learned from personal experience is it's so much better when I bring the idea to the team, I take a seat back and then listen to people, and they have their opinions about how it can be implemented in your industry, how it can be implemented amongst your team members, what could be the pros and cons, how they could tweak it. And you hear all of that without giving any expression of support or disagreement, and let people speak their mind. Because three things have to come out of it. One, when you don't share your viewpoint towards it yet, people are not scared to talk about how they feel because they are not going against what you might have agreed on. Two, if the team is coming to a consensus and they are following through with that, then it's a bigger chance that they are going to be more vested in it because it was their idea as a team. Number three, if you wait for everybody to come up with their questions, opinions, thoughts, you're not presenting an idea that your team can sit there and rip apart and try to question and make some sense into, because right now what you are doing is pulling all their thoughts in together, and it feels like you are with them discussing the next step in the plan. So you end up looking the smart one anyways. The other thing I think about when I talk about listening and having the courage to listen is very often leaders will tell their team members, tell me how you think we are doing as a team. Tell me how you feel working with me. Tell me what I could do better to help you. How can I help you? These are very large questions because I don't think anybody really has the guts to speak up about any of these questions unless their boss, their leader, has the courage to be quiet and listen to those thoughts, listen to those ideas. Because the biggest thing we can do as a disservice to our team is to encourage them to speak and then have a rebuttal already ready in our mind. Because by nature, that's how human beings are. When somebody is telling us an idea or sharing an anecdote or having a little criticism, we are ready either with a defense, a justification, or another story that we had in a similar situation. So how are we really focusing on what they are saying? We are more focused on when will they end and when will we begin. So it's very, very important. I think from my perspective, please let me know what you think, that we should have the courage to sometimes listen more and then come up and say what we have to say. But it takes a lot of courage to listen, because you have to listen about your own criticism, about ways you could do things better, about how somebody was more successful than you. But listening leads to learning, and learning leads to leadership evolving. And I was excited to share this with you because in this time, when we hear so many things happening around us and so few people listening to what everybody has to say and everybody having just their opinion, it reminds me how important it is to listen. Because like a friend of mine said, his grandmother always told him, you have 2 ears and a mouth, so you listen more, you speak less. Stay safe, have fun, and please leave your comments and subscribe if you really like this channel. Love your support. Bye now.